Give me your reaction to the flavor and the taste of the BunzaDa.
It's an absolute delicatessen. Honestly, so delicious. The flavor was amazing.
The texture, very good. Very good.
It was so good. Everything about it. There's nothing I can complain about.
Could you have finished? Can you have finished a tray of those instantly?
Definitely. I had at least 20 of them.
And here we are with another satisfied person, a flavor experience of the BunzaDa. Okay, so what was your reaction when you first popped one in your mouth?
So delicious. It was heaven in my mouth.
Okay.
Heaven in my mouth.
Okay.
So good.
Heaven.
I went to go in and get another one and they were all gone.
They were gone.
In a matter of 5 minutes.
And your opinion about everybody else, the way they ate them, they looked like they didn't even care if they were etiquette or not. They were popping them in their mouth, and there was probably more people eating that than anything else.
Anything else.
And did you see the ecstasy in their face as they were eating it? Did it look like they received the Holy Spirit of God?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Well, thank you for your opinion.
You're welcome.
Here's another person at the party. And your experience when you first put one in your mouth, what was your experience?
Whiskey.
They were fabulous. Very good. Here we are at the Woodstock Fest, and I've been interviewing a lot of people on the delicious taste of the Bonzos, other known as BunzaDa. So, what is your opinion? The first time you put it in your mouth, what was the thought in your mind?
The thought was, these are the best buns and nuts I have ever tasted.
Oh, definitely now.
Okay, the BunzaDa. But if you want to go in buns and nuts, yes. Okay. So in your opinion, there was a flavor shock in your mouth at that point.
No, but there was a flavor shock in my mouth, and it made me want more and more and more. The flavor is irresistible. It just makes me want to have more and more and more buns and nuts.
Oh, thank you very much for your. All right, and here's another happy party person at Woodstock. Your reaction to putting one of those BunzaDa in your mouth. What was the first reaction? What was your thought?
Your buns and nuts are awesome, Frankie. They're heavenly.
Thank you.
I hit a few right down here for later.
Okay, and we're just
for
okay for later. All right, and another satisfied person tasting the ever delicious.
This is gonna make the internet, isn't it?
You're right. Buongiorno, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Cilente Villa at Facsonic Kitchens. Today is a very important day. I am going to release several generations of my family's recipe for BunzaDa. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is in sunny Sayville, New Jersey. Today I'm going to cook a very rare family recipe. That's the Cilente recipe right there. Several generations of recipes, of a recipe for BunzaDa. And today I'm going to show you how I prepare it. We got potatoes, fresh mozzarella, ground or grated. We got extra sharp cheddar cheese, grated. We've got, this is a very good ingredient. I use the Italian style breadcrumbs. Very important. That's the hidden secret to this whole magical thing. Use that. I use the very pure essence of olive oil. See the purity? It's a woman. She's very pure. This is what I use to cook with. Okay. Now you're gonna say, Frank, this is not healthy. Okay. Here is already prepped is the bacon strips. I've got approximately 16 strips there. But you can use your own judgment. A lot of people, including Sunshine and I, we like bacon. Yeah. The recipe calls for 4 eggs. I'm going to use 5 because what the heck? I'm using 5. It also calls for fresh, hard salami. salami? Yes. So let's start. First, I've got a way of skinning potatoes. You may not know this, or you might. You don't know. What I do is I boil the potato with the skin on it. I don't take it off like that. Then I go like this and I scrape the skin. Okay, here we scrape the skin. Sometimes what's best is to leave the skin on, a little bit of the skin, because now they're starting to realize that the skin is very healthy and nutritious for you. Gives you the fiber, if you will. So, but what I'm going to do today is I'll take the skin off. Alright, that's the way I do it. What we need to do, this is where the manly man comes in. We mash this. Okay. What I do is I take a scissors and a plate. I'm gonna rush this along here. We're gonna take the hard salami and we're gonna cut it. Hey, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ooh, okay. Gonna cut the hard salami. Because really, you know, the salami is just a little added niceness to it. I got a 1/4 pound here. May not use a 1/4 pound. You know, there's something very important. When you cook Italian style, you gotta realize one thing. We're not down, Italians aren't down to a science. We don't go 4.2 bits of this and another ounce of that. We say, let me throw a little of this in and a little of that in. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'm not gonna tell you 4 ounces of this and 6 ounces of that. I'm just gonna say, put in what you like to eat. Like that. So let's get to mashing this. Oh, boy. Alright, so we're mashing this thing up. Should have worn my cutoff shirt, because then you could actually see the muscles flexing while we're doing this. So. Would have been a nice effect to see the muscles. Yeah. Show part of this. Right now I'm trying to be sophisticated. If I wore the short, of course those muscles would be bulging. So, part of the big job to this, anything good you have to work at. So I'm working very diligently to mash all these potatoes up. Now, first we start out with the eggs. We use grade A eggs. We're going to use 4 of them. So the eggs is what's going to give it, it's going to hold the whole thing together. That's what it's going to do. Really what I should have done with the egg was probably put it in one of these and beat it. It's okay, I'm beating it in there. But that's the way you do it. One. So hard. Hard job, ladies. This ain't the Bachelor show. I'm not telling you how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich now. Let it be known, Frank Anthony Cilente at the Cilente Villa, Facsonic Kitchen, is showing you the biggest top secret recipe of my family. Anybody copy this? You better the Facsonic burst. Because that's what I'm doing. Alright. This looks mashy. Camera person, do you think this looks mashy? Okay. Now, for the main ingredients, ladies and gentlemen. Bacon. Okay. Let's get some bacon in there. Usually it crumbles and cracks. There you go. See? I'm crumbling and it cracking. Alright. Because the nice thing when you cook Italian, you can put little stuff in there. Okay. sometimes when it doesn't crispy up, you want to use a scissors. Camera person, do you think I should use more bacon? I guess my camera person thinks more bacon is the way to go. What I'm adding in right now is the cut hard salami. That's the hard cut salami. Now I'm adding in the cheese. About a pound of grated cheese, extra sharp. And we're gonna swish that in there as well. Now for my favorite, fresh mozzarella. Fresh mozzarella. Anything handy? Okay. Sprinkles. While you're mashing all of this in, you add this and some more of that. See, what I did was I grated this and I grated the extra sharp cheese. All right, a little at a time because you really want to get this mixed in there. Good, good. All right, a little more of this, some of that, some of this. There we go. Now you could kind of judge what I'm using because, you know, you could judge by just a plate. It was filled to the top. Okay, we're mashing it up. Secret ingredient. I shouldn't release this to you, but the secret ingredient is this. Real Italian breadcrumbs. We're going to use about, I don't know, that much. Okay, I might not use all of it, but that's going to give you an idea. I add this right into it. And I begin to mix it with the rest. Something, ladies, you're going to put in your mouth and go, oh my God. What a sensation in my mouth that is. End result. This is what you're looking for. That, okay? Everything, all those ingredients that I just showed you, mix nice. You gotta get the breadcrumbs in your hand. Okay, see the breadcrumbs that I'm doing in my hand? I'm putting breadcrumbs in my hand. And because I'm gonna grab a handful, like that, like a meatball size. Just like a meatball, okay? And I'm going to roll it like this. Okay? Put one there. Alright. Always keep your hand in the breadcrumbs because that keeps it from sticking to your hand. Okay? You don't want to have them stick to your hand. Next one. Okay? Get the breadcrumbs on your hands because that's a great way of not having them stick to your hand. The stuff is in there. Yeah, top's coming. Okay. Facsonic showed you how. Facsonic. Right here. I'm gonna put a Facsonic thing right on top of this. See this? There it is, Facsonic. That, okay, hold it right there. Facsonic. And the way we do it is we lightly cook them in a nice frying pan that's a little shallow. Mon appetit. What a taste. Alright, so we need to see how they're getting nicely browned on one side. That's basically what we're going for. Now, you know how to make the Cilente BunzaDas. Okay, now here's the finishing results. 2 nice trays of the Facsonic Bonzos, okay? That's very delicious. Usually they're in long strips, but I cut them into little squares, like such. And they're all ready to be served. Just gotta put them in there, heat them up a little. Put some toothpicks out there, pick them up.